Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cryptology. Today, I am going to go into one of my favorite mid-market cap projects called Prometeus Network. Now, with this one, I do not understand why no one gives this project any attention. At least from what I can see, I'm in America, and no one here is giving it any attention, and I think it deserves a lot of credible attention. Now, a little backstory on Prom and who I am. I am Zach, and I just recently got onto Cryptology. And today I am going to share just a little bit of backside on Prometheus. So I've actually been in Prometheus Network for 2.5 years. It was pretty crazy. I started off with a $100 investment, and it managed to go into approximately a six-figure mark. I got Prometheus Network at 17 cents, and at its all-time high, it went over $100, which is incredible. That's about a plus 48,000% return. Luckily for me, I was able to get into prom staking to leverage my asset. But for overall, I can't really be disappointed with my initial investment. It's been absolutely amazing. Today, Prometheus Network is back down near the $14 mark. So prom today is about $14. It's about 2.2% up on the day. But like I said, I just want to show you guys the chart real fast. I'm going to go into a little bit of what Prometheus Network is and what they do. And with that, I'm going to transition into something else that they dropped. And I'm going to release another video on that. But let's check out Prom. So I actually got into Prom way back here towards the beginning. It was actually way down here. It was at the 17-cent mark, but you can see, as you guys can see, it's been out for a little while. It got basically launched in 2019. They had a little bit of a bull run here, push back, and then they went over. Actually, it was $100. I remember seeing it the day, but here it's only recorded on CoinGecko at $70. But it did go over 100. And then here we're back down to around $14. Now the market cap for Prom is not very high, and considerably. I don't think Prom is done growing anytime soon, and I think they have a bright and a brilliant team behind them, and like I said, a bright future ahead of them, and I do not see their growth stopping anytime soon, regardless of what the market does, even if it has a pullback, whatever. If you're in this project for the long term, this is not investment advice, but for myself, I think it can continue to yield large returns. Now, the market cap is around $230 million, as you can see right here. And that's really close to the fully diluted market cap. The fully diluted market cap, I'm not even seeing it on here, but it's around $280 million. So it's very close to the fully diluted market cap. Now, I am also going to get into some technical analysis and price predictions per bracket of what Prometheus Network can do long term and what I think is possible and not possible to me. But let's dive into what Prometheus Network is real fast, so that way you guys can have an understanding if you guys haven't checked out Prometheus Network yet, and are just getting introduced to it. Prometheus Network has multiple services. They have a really cool use case. First off, one of them being Ignite. Ignite is a decentralized microblogging service. It's looking to compete with major services like Twitter. The difference between Ignite is it's completely decentralized, and there is no what's the proper word for it? There's nobody really looking down upon anybody filtering. There's no filtering. It's a completely free speech. I like their Ignite services, and I think their Ignite services will continue to grow throughout time. Another thing that Prometheus Network has, well, that's still Ignite. But another thing that they have is their STOA, which is a decentralized framework for data monetization. Now, Prometheus Network is going out there into a lot of huge things within data monetization. One of their byproducts that they actually just incubated is a project called Cold Stack. and I will be getting into that on another video. If you guys have watched the top 5 cryptocurrencies of what Jaron and I and Jake believe to be long-term gems that are low market caps, Cold Stack is one of those. And I will go into further analysis into Cold Stack on another video. But I just wanted to bring up Cold Stack because Cold Stack is a great incubated project by Prom that will just continue to give Prom traction, in my opinion, for the long term. And it will not slow down by any means, in my opinion. So with that being said, Prom also, well, you can also turn your data into currency with Stoa. And then Prometeus Network overall is just the centralized framework for data monetization, like I just said. So here's a little bit of their website now. We just went into their Ignite, their Stoa. You guys can explore with that if you go to their page. All you have to do is go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, and there you can find the website or anything related to Prometeus Network on there. So right now they only have, which is pretty good, but they have 1,091 daily active users. They've gotten 2,000 new users this past month. As you can see, accumulated user count has reached 82,000, which is still low in my opinion. I still think that's going to grow. I think the use case for Prom is going to grow, especially with Cold Stack on the rise and just starting out. Now, I really want to look at some of their partners. Their partners are huge. We have Polygon. I call it Matic Network because I got in Poly Network or Matic Network at such a low price. That Matic Network, like I said in a previous video, has just stuck with me in heart. But Polygon Matic is a partner. Anchor, which is another very established project, is a partner of Prometeus Network. We have BlockRock Capital, which is big. Binance Smart Chain, Sia BitTorrent. I mean, guys, we have some crazy good partners with Prometeus Network. Arweave.org. We got Snowfox. Shout out to you guys. I'm not sure what you guys are, but I guarantee you guys are making moves with Prometeus Network as well. I just know how well the product is because I've been with Prom for so long. So now let's go into some technical analysis. Now that you guys have an overall understanding, if you guys have not seen Prom at all, an overall understanding of what Prometeus Network is, I just categorize it in the category of data, and they are huge in data. So let's go into the price predictions, and I'm actually going to go into different brackets of Prometeus Network of what it can do and what I think is possible with Prometeus Network and what kind of returns it can see with a $1,000 dummy example. So guys, let's check it out. So what do I think is possible? I don't want to go into any impossibilities because I do not want to take up my time or anybody else's time. So let's see what happens if Prometeus Network, which in my opinion is easily possible for Prometeus Network to hit a $1 billion fully diluted market cap. So as you can see here, the fully diluted market cap is around 281 million. I'm doing the math on a 280 million. So let's say Prometeus Network hits a $1 billion market cap. So what are we going to do here is we're going to take 280 million, which is what I'm doing, divided by, or actually reverse that. We're going to do 1 billion divided by 280 million. What does that equal? That equals about a 3.5 times gain. Now, what happens to the price? And this is, you guys can do the math per different brackets as well, but I'm going to keep going up the brackets, starting with this one. Let's do $14. I actually did $14, not the 3 cents, but $14 times 3.5. So what will happen if Prometeus Network hits a $1 billion market cap? Is Prometeus Network will be around a $50 USD Prom coin, Prom token. So with that being said, I mean, that's a pretty nice return, 3 times gain. But I am looking to see something else and looking to see something better. When I get into investments, I do not look for a 3 or even a 10 times gain. I look for something much more rewarding for me because I'm going to give you a little backdrop on who I am and where I come from. I come from a lower middle class family, and my dad worked a factory job his whole life and extremely hard. And with that, it taught me a lot about money, and it taught me a lot about, just appreciating the small things in life. But it also, when looking into markets and looking into some big market cap projects and going into cryptocurrency when I first dove in, um, I started looking at projects that could make me returns that people probably would think it would be impossible. People probably sit here and don't believe me when I say I've made a plus 48,000% return on Prometeus Network when it hit the $100 mark. But I still think Prometheus Network can still go a lot higher than that. Because with that being said, like I said, this price point at $1 billion market cap is approximately $50 USD. Now let's go up in market caps. What happens if Prometheus Network hits a $10 billion market cap? Well, let's pull up my notes. I just did all the calculations and all the math. A 10 billion market cap, we're going to look at it right here. A $10 billion market cap at the current 280 million fully diluted market cap, that would be a 35 times gain. So what happens? What happens to the price? 35 times $14. Man, guys, that is one big return. That is $500 USD per coin, a 35 times gain. Now that excites me. But I honestly believe, and yes, I am going through everything that I believe is possible. This is not financial advice. Once again, I like talking to myself. I just like talking to myself and recording it. So we would approximately see a $500 prom token, a $500 prom token with the 35 times gain. Now, guys, I am invested into prom for the long term. And I will let you know that I am not cautious and I am not concerned when the markets dip or the markets go in reverse. Because I am looking more towards the long-term blockchain technology, and there's so many cool projects like Prometheus Network that I'm talking about right now, that when it comes to the long term, I just continue to think they're going to grow. When it comes to any established companies, I look at these as companies, even though some people probably don't look at them as companies. I do. And when it comes to established companies that have great use cases and long-term vision and growth room, it doesn't take them overnight to build something, even regardless of what the market does. It can take some time. And when I look at the team, and you guys can go and do that yourself, look at the team on the Prometheus Network and who they are, but they know what they're doing, and this team has given me full faith in them. And I shout out to the Prom team. They're doing an excellent job. You guys are doing amazing. So now back on topic, the $500 price point long term, I believe that can hit it. But like I said, I am in it for the long term. Now, what would happen if Prometheus Network, now this is going to be in my top bracket because I don't want to take too much of your guys' time up, but the top bracket, I mean, guys, this gets me excited. Now, you guys are probably, well, Zach, what about a 100 times gain? I think that's possible. Now, I think Prom could hit a $50 billion market cap. Obviously not overnight. Obviously not within a month. But long term, I'm a more patient investor than some out there. Like I said, I've already held Prom for 2.5 years. Can I hold it for another 2.5 years? Absolutely. Because I believe Prom has big things in store. Now, Prom at a $50 billion market cap, what would happen? That would be 178 times gain. Now, 100 times gain, boom. That is a huge mark. We're all looking to hit. We're all looking to hit a 100 times gain. Well, this is almost a 200 times gain at 178 times. Now, what happens to the price at 178 times gain when you times 178 times 14? Well, guys, it's approximately $2,500. $2,500. So approximately, if Prom hit a $50 billion market cap, it could go to a $2,500 Prom USD. Man, if that doesn't get you excited, it does me. Because like I said, Prom, they have given me full faith, and I continue to hold you guys long term because I believe you guys can give massive returns, and I love what you guys are doing. Keep it up. But yeah, and then, if we went even further, if they hit a $50 billion market cap, which I think they can long term, regardless of what anybody else thinks, I think they can. And guys, I still don't understand why nobody's talking about them. Put some respect on Prom. I mean, they're out here doing things that I don't even think the public is giving them any attention for. I don't see anybody making any YouTube videos, any acknowledgement videos on Prometeus Network when I believe they deserve the respect. And it's time that they get the respect that they deserve. Prometeus Network, I know some people like using the phrase and some people don't like using the phrase, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it as a 2.5-year investor in the prom. Prometheus to the moon. To the moon. Now, I don't even want to, just for fun, let's do it. Let's do it. What would happen if prom hit a $100 billion market cap? Well, then you're just timesing that by 2. It'd be approximately $5,000. It'd probably be a little bit over it. But I mean, this coin, guys, could go well into the thousands and definitely could hit the $1,000 mark, in my opinion, with it being a $2,500 prom target at a $50 billion market cap. I think it could definitely hit 1,000 and go into the thousands, and well, even higher than 1,000 and hit 2,500 or even beyond. You know, I'll have to reanalyze what's going on with prom at that time, but I am very looking forward towards prom here into the future. And I appreciate you guys coming in here and checking Prometeus Network out. Below in the comments, let me know what you guys think about prom, and let me know what is a reasonable market cap you are looking forward with prom hitting if you are a prom investor, or let me know what would be a good times gain that you would be happy with prom if you were to invest into it today. What would ultimately make you happy on the return? And also, guys, I want to give a $1,000 dummy example on each of these brackets too. So let's dive into, I did the market cap to price ratio. Let's dive into a $1,000 dummy example, because that's always fun, of what could happen if prom hit each of these 3 price points. What would happen to a $1,000 investment today? Well, let's take a look. So the first bracket that we did, we said it would be a $1 billion market cap, which would equal a 3.5 times gain from the current price today. So with a $1,000 investment, what would approximately happen is that 1,000 would turn into 3.5K, $3,500. So that's what would happen if the market cap went back to $1 billion USD, the fully diluted market cap. So what would happen then if the market cap went to $10 billion USD, the fully diluted market cap? Well, that's a 35 times gain. So you do 35 times, it's pretty self-explanatory, 35 times 1,000, that'd be $35,000. A nice car payment, nice car. I mean, at that point, it's not even a car payment unless you're buying a Bugatti or something. You know, a Lambo. Oh, yeah, I want to go put $35,000 on a Lambo real quick. I don't recommend doing that, but $35,000, obviously that is a lot of money for some of us, and perhaps where you're at in life. You know, I don't care where anybody's at, $35,000 is a lot of money. So $1,000 would equal today $35,000 then at a $10 billion market cap. Now, 178 times gain from today. What would happen? $1,000 would approximately be, it would be over $175,000, approximately $178,000. All I'm doing here, guys, is just timesing the times gain by the current price. When I divided the market caps up, you get the times gain, and then I times it by the price. That's all I'm doing to reach or to estimate the approximate returns of $1,000. So yeah, if prom ever hit a $50 billion market cap, we'd be seeing a $178,000 approximate return per $1,000. And this is a dummy example. So I would go into more brackets, but I'm going to keep it with the basic three of 1 billion, 10 billion, and 50 billion. And guys, I appreciate you coming in here and checking me out. And I will see you guys on the next video. I will be going into Cold Stack. Cold Stack will be the next video, so be on the lookout. And Cold Stack is the incubated project by Prometeus Labs. And let me tell you, this is like getting prom when I got prom with Cold Stack, in my opinion, not investment advice. So be on the lookout for that video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time on Cryptology. Peace, fam.